Welcome to the second video of our Fine Art Album series, where I'm helping you understand how offering quality photography albums can help elevate your business. Whenever we offer any product or service, we first need to understand why our clients need it, so that we can be clear on how it adds value to our clients. This will in turn help us better promote our offerings. Today, I'm going to talk through 7 reasons why your clients need a fine art wedding album. These reasons will help you understand the value of offering tangible products and give you a language for selling them to your couples as well. This video is sponsored by Vision Art, the best wedding album company in my opinion, which you can hear more about in this video reviewing their albums. I'm Brenda Bergering, a photographer and videographer alongside my husband Mark. On this channel, we share practical photography tips and gear reviews to help you grow your skills and your business. Wedding albums are a crucial aspect of our wedding business. Let's talk about why. The first reason your clients need a fine art album is business focused. Offering more value in your packages allows you to increase your pricing. We all know that clients are viewing photography portfolios and comparing style, personality, and price. In my Photography Pricing for Profit series that you can check out through the links below, I emphasize the importance of competing on value rather than competing on price. You need to build profitable packages so that your business can grow and sustain you. One of the best ways to beat the competition is to offer more value in your packages. Let's say you know you need to make an average of $5,000 per wedding for 20 weddings per year. Then you have to find ways to increase your package averages. You can charge more if you're more experienced, have a unique style, or offer a lot of value in your packages. If with another photographer, they only get 8 hours, but with you they get the 10, they'll feel like that has more value. And if one photographer only delivers the digital files, but you deliver a beautiful fine art album, that has value. We'll talk more about how to include albums in your photography packages in the next video of this series, so make sure you're subscribed. But for now, let's talk about the value of albums. That brings us to the second reason your clients need a fine art album. It's a tangible investment in their memories. Everyone talks about how photography is the one thing you have after the wedding day is over, but it's not if the photos are buried on a hard drive somewhere. If you're going to spend thousands of dollars on photography, you should have something tangible at the end of the day. You should have art hanging on your walls or a fine art album on your coffee table, ideally both. Number 3 is that albums are a great way to experience the story. While I love both wall art and fine art albums, albums are a great way to relive a larger story. While one image tells a story, a series of images is a photo essay telling a series of stories from a handful of tiny moments. You can remember that you laughed, you cried, you danced. You can even relive things that you didn't witness the first time because you were in a different room. Number 4 is that albums are easy access. Instead of searching your hard drive or pulling up a slideshow, you can simply grab your wedding album off the shelf anytime you want to. We actually use these same albums for our family photos, and they sit on a table in our living room. Every once in a while, I'll come out and I'll find my kids sitting on the couch, flipping through the album, talking about the vacation we went on, or how cute they were as babies. And after I ask them if they've washed their hands, because these are very important albums to mommy, I usually sit down and join them, telling stories of our family adventures. Which brings us to number 4, that these are perfect for sharing. As photographers, Mark and I love sharing photos from our trips or other adventures. Similarly, newlyweds love sharing photos from their weddings. But having house guests over to sit down and flip through an online gallery of 700 photos isn't as impactful as having an album they can flip through at their own pace. Maybe it's because I'm a photographer, but whenever I'm in a friend's house and I spy a wedding album, I always pick it up so that I can witness their love story, whether I was there or not. Whether I was their photographer or not. And you can look at an album while sitting around a table and continuing a conversation. In contrast, staring at a computer screen is a different experience that takes you away from the people that you're with. Number 5 is more of why a fine art album specifically. You want an album that is high quality for timeless preservation. If we're talking about wedding albums being heirlooms and handled by kids with potentially sticky fingers, we need high quality, durable albums. We don't want the colors to fade. To be honest, I have thought about having little gloves next to the family albums, but then I'm one step closer to plastic on my furniture like my great aunt had. And I want my kids flipping through these books. Even our sample albums or the albums we've ordered for venues to have on display have held up great over time. Venue and sample albums often get handled frequently and carelessly. We take them to bridal shows where couples are walking around with food and beverage samples, and the albums are still in great shape. It's kind of the same philosophy we have with our camera gear in general. If you've listened to any of Mark's gear reviews, you want durable gear that doesn't slow you down, rather than fragile gear that you're too afraid to use. Number 6 continues on this thread by saying that this album is a work of art itself. We all have books on our bookshelves that we like because of the contents. And then we have books that we use as part of our interior design strategy. The beautiful books that sit on our bookshelves and coffee tables. Fine art albums can be both. I love when people decorate with things that are both beautiful and meaningful. When they have photos on the walls or books on their tables that show a piece of their story and tell of their values, not just the latest trend that they saw on social media. And finally, number 7 brings us back to your business. Fine art albums are good for business. One of my main marketing strategies that I always talk about is that serving your clients well will serve you well. When our clients look at their albums every year on their anniversary, they'll remember us and mention us to a friend who's getting married, or they'll call us when they have a baby and need family photos. Referrals are ideal because our best clients come from our best clients. We've had couples who saw one of our wedding albums at a friend's house and then called us to photograph their wedding. So, if you're convinced that your clients need a fine art album, subscribe and stay tuned because up next in this series, we'll talk about how to include albums in your packages. For now, if you haven't already checked it out, watch our review of Vision Art and find out why they're the best fine art album company. I'll see you in that video.